In this video, I talk about how we maintain our goal weight right now. Hey, what's up guys? It's Neil, your weight loss pal, the ultimate source to lose weight fast, free, with step-by-step online training. And on this channel, we do a lot of weight loss tutorials, fitness, motivation, and equipment reviews. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. At any point during the video, please check out the show notes and links below. I list out all relevant information. Let's jump into the video. Before my weight loss transformation, I was able to lose weight in the past, but I always seemed to gain it back. I always eased up on my diet routine, I exercised less, I wasn't weighing myself, and a couple months later, I'd step on the scale and I would be like, whoa, I gained 10 pounds back. And then I would get overwhelmed, discouraged, and said, screw it. And I ended up going back to my original weight. So we want to prevent that scenario at all costs. And there are a few things that I have done during this successful weight transformation to keep the weight off. After I lost 68 pounds in 6 months, it's been over a year and a half now, and I have kept the exact same weight. And there are just a few simple skills that I employ in my daily routine to stay at my goal weight. It's threefold, guys. We're going to lessen our diet and be a little more flexible. We're going to ease up our fitness routine, and we're going to make sure to continually track our progress regularly. The idea is, now that we're in the maintenance phase, is to stop exercising and dieting at such an intensity. Before, in the action phase, we were in the weight loss mode, and we were aggressively dieting and exercising so we would drop pounds fast. What we want to do now is pull it in a little bit and be on a maintenance mode. The reason we want to ease up on our diet and fitness routine is that so we can adhere to it on a long-term basis and thereby keep the weight off. If we're in a weight loss mode for an extended period of time, burnout is very easy. I've burned out myself, and I've actually gone backwards. And so the idea is to prevent burnout by actually exercising and dieting at a less intensity. Step 1, we're going to modify our diet routine and build more flexibility into it. So before, we were extremely diligent and we were on top of our calorie count. Right now, what we're going to do is ease up on that and build flexibility. So if we have an impromptu lunch or coffee with some friends, we can still indulge and have that muffin or cookie, but we still want to make sure we maintain our overall diet health. How do we do that? Well, I still eat my portion of high fiber vegetables every day. That's super important. As long as I do that, I am on track with my diet plan. The key is that when I do go out for lunch with some friends or do have that nice piece of dessert with coffee, the next time or the next day, I try to subconsciously compensate for that. So let's say I had a big dinner with friends at an Italian restaurant and I had an awesome couple slices of pizza. Well, the next day, I'll probably strip it back a little bit and get back on my diet sort of routine for one day. And I'll make sure that I don't eat high refined carbohydrates. I'll make sure to have good protein source and to always eat my portion of high fiber vegetables. Always important, guys. I am actually surprised by how well I have been doing on my diet on a long-term basis. Because I've built in this flexibility and I don't guilt myself or feel paranoid about eating snacks or goodies, it's helped me adhere to eating these vegetables and eating high protein, low carbohydrate, refined sugars on a daily basis. And when I do have that treat or that slice of pizza, I actually savor it more. One important thing I want to tell you guys is that even though we're decreasing the amount of time we exercise, the intensity of our exercise during each session doesn't change. It's important that we still exercise hard and we don't become complacent. I have worked with a lot of people who have reached their goal weight. They still exercise regularly, but they put the weight back on. And after doing an analysis of how they were working out, they were stuck in a routine and they were doing the same exercises over and over again, and their intensity of exercise dropped significantly. And that ultimately led to them gaining weight back. So it's important to remember, guys, keep up the intensity of exercise and always do a variety of exercise. Never do the same exercise on back-to-back days. This does a couple things. Remember, it's going to help prevent injury, overuse, and it's also going to help maximize our efficiency of caloric burning, because when we do different exercises, our body doesn't get used to it. The body is such an amazing, efficient machine that actually, if we do the same exercises over and over again, our caloric rate of burn decreases. Our body is so efficient that it actually burns less calories if we do the same routine over and over. That's why it's key to keep our body on its toes and do different exercises. The third thing in the maintenance phase of weight loss is we're going to have to keep track of our progress on a regular basis. Yes, just like step 5, we have to continue step 5 in perpetuity. That's the secret sauce, guys. Always regularly monitor your weight. Step on that scale every day. The reason that it's so important is that we can ultimately see if we're going to make back steps or not. And we can automatically nip it in the bud right away. When we step on that scale to monitor our weight loss, it's okay if our weight fluctuates up to 3 pounds. The human body is not an inanimate object where we can stay at a certain weight and be at that exact weight. It's not going to work like that. Our weight will fluctuate, and I tell people it's okay if our weight fluctuates up to 3 pounds. There's a lot of factors that go into it. What we eat that day, how much we slept, how much water we drink, how much salt we've had. There are other factors. So if we gain up to 3 pounds and we stay within that range, we're doing just fine. Now, the key is if we go above that 3 pound mark, then we need to rein it in, tighten up our diet, work out a little more intensely, and get back down to our maintenance weight. It's that simple. If we can instantly get that feedback of, uh-oh, I'm starting to get off track, then it's easier to get to maintenance again. The reason that this is so important is that it will stop you from getting discouraged if you have a bigger jump in weight, and we prevent that. We don't want to do double work, so to speak, do the same work over again. We want to make sure that we stay where we're at, and that constant feedback allows us to do it instantaneously. That's been the secret for me in maintaining my weight loss this time. I step on that scale every day. I weigh 143 pounds to 145 and a half pounds. And if I'm in that range, I'm happy for the week. And if I get in the 146 range, then I know I need to tighten up my diet, work out a little harder for that week, and bring down the pounds back. And it's that simple. I've been able to stay at this weight, and it's been amazing. Not only do I feel more healthy, my blood pressure's under control, my blood glucose is under control, spiritually and emotionally, I feel fantastic. I no longer have anxiety, I don't feel depressed, and I have a new zest, and I'm starting to feel like I flourish in life. And when I'm at this weight, I feel a little bit more confident in myself. And ultimately, that's the goal, guys. We want to feel better about ourselves so that we can live a healthier and happier life, not only for ourselves, but for the loved ones around us. Now that we have completed this tutorial series on the phases of weight loss, it's time to jump in to the nitty-gritty details. I will be covering in-depth comprehensive detail of how I lost 68 pounds in 6 months and step by step. So thanks for liking this video and subscribing to this channel. For more weight loss tutorials, in-depth articles, free downloads, and other links, please check out yourweightlosspal.com. Until next time, guys, I'm Neil, your weight loss pal. Remember, you're just one step closer to a happier, healthier life.